It saddens me to have to inform you that it seems, according to Meghan Markle, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But according to her, everybody is racist in the castle. According to Oprah Winfrey, obviously everybody is racist.
Is it racist and offensive? Think this is offensive and racist? The press were racist. Is automatically racist. The supposed racist.
What is and isn't racism against black people?
That is calling the Queen a racist.
We're talking about racism here. Very racist.
Racist institution.
Actually,
Meghan and Harry are accusing the Queen of racism.
Getting back to Meghan. Let's look at the facts. Because she feels that there was racism going on. Laws that are hundreds of years old state that the kid can't be a prince yet because the Queen needs to make him a prince when he becomes of age. Oh, she says he can't be that because of his colour. Harry denies, or he does say that the conversation about the kid's colour was there. Whether or not there were concerns mentioned, whether or not it was a family discussion and they asked, is he going to have curly hair? What colour skin is he going to be? Is he going to have a short or a long penis? You know, that kind of discussions, the stuff that you talk about when family members have the kids. Is he going to be ugly like his dad, or is he going to be good looking like his mother? By the way, that's a conversation I would have had with you know, whoever, because, I mean, she's a good looking woman. I would prefer that the kid looks like her and not like him. And also have her hair and not his, because he's bald already. No, he's not. But anyway, I think the British people are a bit upset about this, because even though they moan and groan about the monarchy and the you know, the fact that they have to support the royal family, I don't think people are that upset because they don't have to pay these people that don't want to put in the money and the effort. And they feel so sorry for themselves when they could only afford a 17.4 million rand house, $1 million house, sorry. Rand is our currency, so it's about 15 times.
And what gets me is why is everybody else such an expert about racism against black people? I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry, Piers. You don't get to call out what is and isn't racism against black people. People are curious about what my hair feels like. Yeah. So they'll come up behind me while I'm doing something and run their filthy hands through my hair. It's only curiosity.
So I normally don't do this on TikTok, but today I am livid. So I want your opinion to see if this kind of thing is justified. So I work at a retail store and I've worked there now for like a year and a half. Well, I'm moving these racks and I didn't want to hit anyone, so I kind of looked to each side to see if anyone's on the other side to see if I can move it. Well, I look this way and I end up seeing someone, so I stop and I don't move it. Well, she instantly looks at me and says, "Can I help you with something?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just going to move the rack and I want to make sure I didn't hit anyone." Well, then she says, "I want to put a corporate complaint against you for racial profiling because apparently I looked at her the wrong way and was assuming she didn't have money." I would never just assume someone doesn't have money by what they look like. That is stupid. Well, I had to give a whole statement about the thing, and overall, they called me up today and fired me due to me looking at someone and being racist. So, do you think that's justified, or do you think that's wrongful termination? Because I'm pissed.
Unfortunately, you know, he only has like $50-odd million, which he received from his mom when she died. And he could only afford to buy a 17-point-something-odd million house for Meghan to live in. She wasn't allowed to live in the castle anymore. Oh no, she wasn't kicked out of the castle. She elected to leave the castle. That's the first thing. Second thing, there's 5 or 7 people that have officially complained about Meghan victimizing them. 2 people actually quit their jobs and left. Her communications director actually went and said that to HR, it's unacceptable the way that she treats people, the way that she talks to people. And that all came out. But poor Meghan is the victim because of the fact that she is half black and half white. But because of that, she's seen as black. I don't see why she can't be called white. I didn't even know that she was a person of colour until they told me that. Until this whole boo-ah where she calls the Queen and the King and the Prince and whatever racist. I don't like the monarchy and I think it's a waste of money, but there is a matter of respect when it comes to the British people, which she and her fucking husband blew up. I mean, this is another divide in the country. This is going to be the 50% that supports the Queen and the royal family, and the 50% that think it's a waste of their time and money, and everybody's a racist. Okay. But then you got the people in the middle. I don't know, that's 50%, that's 50%. What's left? 0%. Okay, let's make it 40, 40 and 20. Okay. Now you got the 20 in the middle that are rational people that are looking for this conversation and waiting for them to bring out the information as to why would somebody say that. It's family. You say stupid shit when you're in family and you don't expect them to go to Oprah Winfrey and have a talk show. Plus, his story doesn't match up. Raised concerns about the kid's colour, the colour of his skin, right? That was her story. His story is there was a conversation about the kid's colour of his skin. That's like saying, I wonder if the kid is going to have big feet like his mom or small feet like his dad, whether or not his toes are going to be skew like his father's or straight like his mom's. You know, that's the kind of shit families talk about when a baby's on the way. I can imagine them standing there with a beer, or what do they drink? Whiskey? Rounded off whiskey, neat. No ice because that's not cool. Cigar in the mouth, asking the question, posing the question, what colour is this whiskey? Is the child going to be my whiskey colour or your whiskey colour? Because yours is lighter than mine. Fucking idiots. Here's the thing. I've got this deal with Netflix. Everybody knows it. For a year, they were going to be supported after negotiations. They eventually came to they reconciled, and the Queen decided that they will support them for a year after they move out. Now, ironically enough, this sort of interview came very closely after the years passed. So for a year they received money from the Queen, or actually from the British people. So the British people were good enough to, and the Queen were good enough to take their money for a year after they quit all the responsibilities as royalty. They got the money, they spent the money, lived a royal life, one that none of us will ever be able to afford. She kicked the shit out of her family, trashes her dad, who might not be the most elegant person on earth. And the thing that pisses me off the biggest is the fact that everything anybody talks about, anything and everything, is the racist portion. Nobody talks about the fact that she almost killed herself. Which shows you that what kind of time we live in, where a stupid comment like, I wonder what color the baby's going to be, is a more important conversation than, oh fuck, she almost killed herself. Maybe we should look into that. Maybe we should look into the HR processes. Why couldn't she get help? Oh fuck, she's a millionaire. Why couldn't she pay for help herself? Even if we weren't able to support it. I'm sure that she could have got counseling somewhere. I'm not saying it's right that they didn't want to pay the bill, you know. But if you want to off yourself, you know, best you get some help. And that's something I talk about a lot, and it's something that I'm fairly upset about. But not for the reasons that, you know, because I totally get this woman is an attention junkie. And Oprah may be right. She wasn't ready for the stardom, for being a princess. I know, they didn't want to make her a princess. She got upset about that as well, didn't she? Because she was like a duchess or something. She wanted to be a princess, but she can't be a princess because, oh, that was probably because of her color as well. Yeah. But I still don't get that because she's fairly white. I think she's whiter than me, to be dead honest. I've got curly hair, I've got browner skin. I'm closer to black than what this woman is. Why would you do that to your family? And I'm talking about him now. Harry, Larry, whatever his name is. Why would you do that to your family? Why would you put your father and your brother in a situation where the rest of the world thinks, okay, it can only be one of them that are racist, that is a racist. Thank God they came back afterwards. Oprah came back and said, shit, it's blowing up. Maybe we should just say that he did say that it's not the Queen or whoever. So what happened is Oprah cut this video so it states that the whole of the British family are racist. That's basically what it boiled down to. She cut this video to manipulate the rest of the world. Because guess what? Oprah is a fucking racist. I live in South Africa, I know. She came here and said, only black kids that don't have parents that live in whatchamacallit can come to me. She gave them Nike shoes supplied by Nike. She gave them black Barbie dolls. I don't know where the fuck she got them, but she gave them black Barbie dolls. And no white kids, just black kids. No white kids. White kids weren't allowed. Even though Oprah made her millions or billions, whatever she's now at, from white people. Stupid fucking white people that watch her show. I must admit, I was a bit of an Oprah fan in the beginning as well. Is she a racist, or is it just that she's out to get the views? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the bottom or below. I'm disappointed in Oprah. I have been. I watched the show up until she came to South Africa and opened a school only for black girls and only gave black little orphans, no white orphans allowed. But that's not racist at all. No. If you get to a point where you only give presents to black kids and you state unequivocally no white kids allowed, that's not racist at all. No. That's Oprah being herself, being proud of her heritage. It's wonderful. Still can't believe that suicide is not discussed more when it is a bigger problem than systemic racism and small little conversations. If you like what I'm doing, please think of supporting the channel. Links are below.